The CW Twin Cities presents See What's Now, your entertainment news source.
Hey everybody, John Foss with the CW Twin Cities, and I'm talking to some local celebrities because Tom and Rob Majkozak were both on Family Feud recently, and now they're here talking to us. So tell us about the experience.
Oh, it was an experience of a lifetime. Free trip to Atlanta, being on a legendary game show, getting to meet Steve Harvey, possibly winning a little bit of money.
Yeah, well, we'll have to. Do you win money?
You'll have to watch the show.
Okay, all right. Nice. Rob, what do you think? Tell us about your experience.
I thought it was a great intimate experience with my brothers. I was really nervous leading up to it, but once we got out there, I mean, we kind of just knocked it out.
Yeah.
We were rock stars.
So tell us how this all started. Did you just hear about like a local audition, and then was there somebody in the family that was like, we should all go and do this, or how did it start?
Tom actually signed us up for it. We usually just get together and drink beer and play cards, but he thought, we should change it up.
Sure.
So he signed us up for the audition here in Minneapolis.
Cool.
Well, I'd actually texted all my siblings, because we have one sister also, and I said, okay, I got the idea. One of you needs to act on it. So the week before auditions, nobody had acted, so then I stepped up.
Okay. Why didn't you want to act? You were just like, somebody else should take over. I already took the first step of finding this.
I'm the idea guy.
Okay, yeah.
You need worker bees out there
Gotcha,
sometimes.
gotcha. But then you're just like, I gotta make this happen.
Yeah.
Finally. Okay. So the audition was here in the Twin Cities?
It was at the convention center, and there was, thousands of families there when we showed up. So it was kind of just like, oh, let's see what it's like, and I mean, we kind of sat back too. I mean, there was a lot of families going before us, and we talked to a couple, a CW reporter as well,
Yep.
right? And we're kind of along for the ride, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What did you guys do to set yourselves apart from all of the thousands of people that were there?
To be honest, I think we did less than everybody
Really?
else. I mean, there was people in costumes, there was women that, were constantly jumping up and down screaming, and I think for the auditioners, I mean, they go through thousands of families of screaming ladies and, weird costumes. I think we were just normal, and I think that's what they liked the most.
Okay.
And 5 male brothers, or well, all brothers are male, but 5 brothers. Even when we made it down to Atlanta and made it on stage, they stressed the importance of, or the rarity of it, that we're only the second family or second group of all guys that did all right on the show.
So there's a lot of testosterone in the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys did the audition here in the Twin Cities. What's the next step? What happened next?
Well, we auditioned in September and then didn't hear anything.
Postcard.
Yep.
What does the
Couple months
postcard
later.
just says?
Just
Thanks for
says
auditioning.
Family Feud, you're in our files. We'll let you know if we ever want to
So-
bring you guys down.
At that point, did you think we're not gonna make the show?
As soon as we got that postcard, we were kind of like, it's on. They're gonna call us. There's no way they're not, And then, of course, all our wives are like, they're gonna call you guys. You're so handsome. Whatever. I mean, it was just a waiting game from there,
Cool.
But then late January, we received an email saying they're gonna start filming soon, and we're still in the database to get picked. Well, then 2 weeks later, we got an email listing all the tape dates for 2017. And they said, let us know what dates don't work. This still doesn't guarantee you a spot on the show. But so we selected all the dates. I think there was only one of the 40 or 50 that didn't work. Week later, we got an email with contact for travel arrangements. So once the ball started rolling, it happened pretty quick. So
Cool. So then you guys went out there, and then you don't even know if you're gonna be on the show at that point, right?
correct. The day of taping, you show up, you're put in a green room with 10 other families. Everybody goes out on the actual stage and does a dress rehearsal, kind of a mock game. And yeah, we bombed the audition the day of.
We did terrible. It wasn't embarrassing. I mean, we didn't say anything off keel, but we were all just kind of, I think, stage fright, a little
What was
shy.
the biggest thing that made you guys feel like you bombed? I know you mentioned, Tom, that at some point you froze. Was that the biggest thing? And if so, tell us about that story.
They asked me what I do for a living, and I said I sell beer, and well, what kind of beer do you sell? And I paused. It felt like 10 minutes. Could have been 5 seconds, but
Yeah.
I sell 7,000 different types of beer, so didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Did you ever answer, or were you just like pass?
I eventually did answer.
Okay. What was your PC answer to appease all of your
I
clients?
went with Heineken.
Okay. Okay.
And then Steve proceeded to tell a funny story about,
The first time he drank,
his first beer.
How was Steve?
He was a really nice guy. Yeah, he was.
Did you guys have much interaction with Steve Harvey, or did he leave when you weren't shooting? How much did you guys see of him, and what was your interaction?
Once filming started, Steve never left the stage.
Really?
Yeah. Contestants would leave the stage. Steve never left the stage. If he wasn't talking to the families competing, he was out in the audience. All of our wives came down and they loved the experience. It was a private comedy show with Steve Harvey, and he couldn't have been nicer.
So he's the real deal.
He is the real deal, and he's damn funny.
Was he funny?
Yeah.
What were some of the jokes that stick out?
Most of them aren't gonna end up on the show.
Okay. Why is that? They're not PG?
Not PG at all.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And he's not shy about letting you know that.
Nice. Was his mustache as impressive in real life as it is on TV?
It's, yes.
Beyond that.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that the biggest takeaway?
I can't answer that.
That's another hard one to answer.
Right.
So overall, what do you guys have any funny stories that stick out on overall, like after, I mean, looking back at the whole thing, fun or funny stories that you'll remember from this trip?
There was some real stupid answers given, and
Do you guys give each other crap about that?
Absolutely. It's
Yes.
never going to go away.
That's great. And it's on camera, so.
It's on
yes,
camera,
that's the
yes.
gift that's going to keep giving.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
New nicknames have developed from some of those
Perfect.
answers.
Love it. You can get some screen captures and make some memes and just email those to each other while you're working.
Christmas cards.
Yeah. Great. Cool. So what's the best part?
I think the time with your family. I mean, all of us brothers, we all have families, we all have lives, we all have, heavy schedules, but the 3 days to be able to sit around and bond together. I mean, we were confined to, the contestant room and all that stuff when we weren't on stage, but we were all together the whole time, making our own jokes on the side and just enjoying life. So it was good experience as far as that goes.
All right. Well, Tom, Rob, the Majkozak family, thank you guys for being here. And your episode is going to air on Tuesday, September 19th at 6 p.m. So check these guys out, local celebrities.
Check it out.
Please watch.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you.